Reliable Rascals, righteous review of reliably crackers.
Okay. Life Became Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Great record.
Thank you.
Your record.
Yes, my record.
You Bile Greene.
I am.
Bile Greene.
I am Bile Greene, yes.
Why Cathedral?
Actually, that came from a dream. That the song Cathedral and the phrase Life Became Cathedral was something, it was a conversation in a dream. And exactly as it is in the song, somebody says, all of a sudden, life became cathedral. And even in the dream, I thought, wow, that was really a great idea to use cathedral as an adjective instead of a noun. So that became the song, and then that became the title of the album.
One dream, eight songs.
Well, actually, I get a lot of my stuff from dreams, so there's quite a few things on that album and other albums that came out of dreams. Write everything down is my advice.
Do I hear cathedral bells and other songs?
Cathedral bells. Cathedral bells have probably been an influence.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Yes, there you go. That's there. I take a lot of influence from sounds around me that are not specifically music, but birds, waves, ding dong, stuff like that.
Giuseppe.
It's funny you should ask that because
First song.
first song is called Giuseppe Rides Giuseppe Rides the Waves, and I actually had an Italian person one time look at that and say, Giuseppe, why did you name him Giuseppe? And I said, well, it's just the name that, the phrase kind of came out of my head, and he immediately thought of the Bible, Giuseppe, Joseph, as we know him. But it had nothing to do with that. If anything, I was probably thinking of Giuseppe Verdi or something like that.
Oh,
It just sounded right. It was a musical sounding phrase.
beautiful song.
Thank you.
Winter City.
Oh, yeah.
You now live in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Philadelphia.
Yes, I do.
But once Chicago.
That whole album was recorded in Chicago. Actually, when I was living here with my girlfriend for 2.5 years. Before that, we lived in Philadelphia, and after that, we lived in Philadelphia. So, yeah, Winter City is kind of a reference to Chicago, definitely.
So falling pieces in the sky, the snowflakes and the.
Yeah, that actually, that's maybe my least favorite song on the album. Although I do like a lot of things about it, and I really like the snow falling at the end, and some of the phrases, like the line about broken pieces of sky. That was actually something I had in my notebook for many years, and was happy that I found a place to put that in that song. I like the song. I think there's flaws in it, but I do like the song.
If you had to do it differently today.
Well, that's a tricky thing. I don't know if you play music yourself, but sometimes you create a song and it's really hard to go back and change a huge chunk of it. You sort of have to either live with it or throw it in the trash can. And so I wouldn't change it now. I wouldn't go back. There's nothing I would go back to change. And as I have said, there's very little on that album that makes me cringe. So I'm happy with just letting it go.
Many songs in your album have no words.
It's true. Almost every other one, yeah.
One is a poem. Frank Stanford.
It was a poem by Frank Stanford, who it's called "The Light, the Dead Sea." And Frank Stanford was this amazing poet who committed suicide in the 70s, but wrote really amazing poetry. And his wife, who was a painter, also did a painting called "The Light, the Dead Sea." And I just sort of attached it to that instrumental piece, which may or may not have been the right thing to do. But I kind of like the idea of promoting somebody like Frank Stanford, who should certainly be better known than he is.
Where you play? Do you play how Giuseppe sounds? Winter City. Guitar. Sounds like songing around with the guitar, like bells and another layer of bells and then electric guitar, and you were just one person. How you play on record? Do you play this live?
Well, actually, there's very little on that record that I play live. The only song I can think of that I play live is the next to last one, "Someday," is what it's called, and that's I felt like in Chicago I didn't write very many songs. I mostly experimented with putting together layers of music and then maybe putting some words on top. So there's very little I can actually play from that album. So someday I will play.
Very well. Find record on bilegreene.bandcamp.com.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bile.
Thank you.
Giuseppe rides away.